How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Tommy, and his name is Tommy. This is some bizarre coincidence. The planets have aligned in a certain way that the two Tommys in the entire world have met. It's a battle using the same team I had last time. I am training up a couple of new Pokemon as we speak, like I've got a Steelix, another Starmie, I think a Manectric I'm gonna build into my team soon, so I'm gonna constantly try and switch it up, but you know, it's going to be a slow process with EV training and whatnot, so first turn I go with my Dimitri, and I am faced with Saw Hit Me! The legend from back in 5th gen. I love using that thing back in NU, the little, not that thing, the pre-evolution. Mienfoo, and then that's Mienshao, so yeah. Okay, just had to sort of reaffirm myself with that generation. Go to my Trevenant, definitely want to switch out on the Volcarona because that is a horrible matchup for me. Go into my Talonflame because there's nothing, like, outside of Hurricane, if it has that, it can't really do too much to my Talonflame, so gonna just go straight for the Brave Bird. I have no reason not to, that is gonna decimate Volcarona if he stays in. And now this thing comes in. Now I don't think that's physically defensive, judging by the damage. I think Starmie has decent bulk, so I would hazard a guess that it's either offensive or special defensive, not really sure. But yep, going to my thingy here, Heliolisk, because I can take the Scold. I could have gone for another Brave Bird there, but I think I wanted my Talonflame to be at a reasonable amount of HP, so like, I didn't want to die to Brave Bird recoil or be within a range of some weak priority like, I don't know, Quick Attack or something? I don't know if anything has it, but you know what I'm saying. I want to be in a safe range of HP. So now the Starmie comes back in, I'm just going to go for a Brave Bird. Now that I'm at a decent, healthy amount of HP, I am perfectly fine just clicking that Brave Bird button and just destroying something. But he does still have the Azumarill around, and as we all know, Azumarill is a bit of a beast. And I don't want to stay in there, so switch out, go to Blastoise, it's my physical wall, it can easily take any hits from Azumarill. Although what I didn't realise is that Azumarill actually got Fairy typing in this. That didn't even occur to me, like there's so many Pokemon that just randomly got given Fairy typing. I guess they were in the Fairy Egg group, but like, I still find it weird that like Clefable, Azumarill, Togetic, all that kind of stuff got the Fairy typing. It's still hard to adjust to, but I go for a Raw just expecting him to switch, and I wanted him to go into something not of his choice, if that makes sense. But, you know, like I said, it didn't even occur to me that it would have the stab, play rough, so, or play nice, play, it must be play rough. Why would it be called play nice if it was an attack? Does some pretty good damage, and now I am forced to go into my Trevenant on the Go-Goat. Luckily, I do have the Citrus Berry going for me, so an Aerial Ace brings me down to a point where I can't sub, but it's fine because I can get back up to, you know, plus 25%, get that Citrus Berry, and be behind a sub nice and safe. Now, unfortunately, he is faster, so once I get off this Phantom Force on this turn, which I do get my berry back, thankfully, it does mean that he's going to be able to, I think, live this Phantom Force because Go-Go has decent bulk, and then I either have to stay in here, hope I can take an Aerial Ace, or switch out. Now here's what I do, because I am completely absent-minded when it comes to these things. I thought I got my Citrus Berry back, so I just go for a sub again, thinking, oh, I can just live an Aerial Ace and then sub up. But, you know, like you saw, I didn't even have my berry at that point, so basically it's like, okay, now I've got to sack something, kill Blastoise, not useful anymore, there's no Stealth Rock, so I don't really care about that. Go back into Talonflame, just finish it off with a Brave Bird. And that Azumarill still is hanging around, I think, so basically, like, Talonflame's going to be great for finishing off this thing when it's weakened a bit. I can't kill it from full, I don't think. And it's going to be great for the other thing he's got left. I don't remember, but basically Azumarill's going to put a stop to most of my endeavours. Go to Florge as he goes into his Volcarona. I just figured I'd go for a Toxic. Oh, that was it. Talonflame's great for Volcarona. So I think I do actually switch out on this turn into my Talonflame because Fire resists Fairy to my knowledge, or maybe it's the other way round, so I can't really go for Moonblast. So Talonflame can take one more Fiery Dance, but that wasn't a comfortable hit. Like, that's brought me down pretty low, because Volcarona is just ridiculously powerful. But I can go for a Brave Bird. I didn't want to go for Roost, because he could have killed me next turn anyway, so... It's kind of like, okay, I'll happily sack Talonflame if it means getting this thing out the way. A +1 Volcarona is not what I want to deal with. This turn, I'm going to go back into my Trevenant because it is the least useful member of my team, and I feel like Manchao is going to come in and just kill something. So that seemed like the best play at the time. But it does mean I can see what it goes into, which turns out to be the Noivern. Noivern? Yes, Noivern. Noivern's a good special attacker to my knowledge, and it is very quick, so I definitely want to get a T-Wave on that thing. And because I got max HP on this thing, I think even... Unless it was like a Draco Meteor he went for on this turn, I think I could have taken anything. Like, Boom Burst is really powerful, but that doesn't even bring me down to red, so... Got a Florsian this turn. Now that he's paralyzed, I don't feel any kind of threat from this thing. So I'm just going to go for a Moonblast. If he wants to switch, that's fine, but really, this thing's not useful enough to want to save, you know? Go for a Wish on this turn because I feel like I can take one more. And even if I couldn't, I could have just, you know, passed the Wish off to Talonflame when I died. But no, Florge lives to fight another day. Go for the Moonblast, take out this Noivern. That puts me at range where I can hopefully take any hit from what he's got left. I don't know how good Florge's physical defense is, so I don't know how well I would take a hit from Azumarill, but he goes to Manchao, and I can easily take one Stone Edge. I say easily, I live on 1 HP, but easily in my head. In my head I was confident I could live that, I didn't know it'd be so close. Whatever. In comes the Azumarill, gonna go for a Moonblast, just to get a bit more damage, I guess. Play Rough's obviously gonna kill me there. But the good thing is, I do still have my Heliolisk around, and he can't Aqua Jet, which is great, because I got Dry Skin, and Dry Skin is what's gonna probably push this thing up to at least RU. Someone suggested that it'd probably go to UU, but I don't know, maybe. It's got some decent stats, but its move pool isn't as good as I'd like it to be. Surf, Focus Blast, T-Bolt, Volt Switch. It's decent, but, you know, I wouldn't call it UU standard, but maybe it will be. Don't know. Anyway, that was the match. Tommy, if you want to let me know your channel, I'll leave it in the video description because I cannot remember. Because normally, like, if I was doing battles on my DS, like with the save files, I'd write down the person's channel name on the save file. But, like, because it's all on the 3DS, I have no idea, so... Regardless, hope you all enjoyed, and with that being said, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.